I don't know if you know this or not, but this month is Gay Pride Month. And today I want to talk to you about how you can support your LGBT friends, relatives, and coworkers. I know you're going to love the show.
Cowboy.
Welcome to a daily dose of greatness quest with your host, Trevor Crane, my daddy. He is going to help you take your life and business to the next level.
Here I come to save the day.
Trevor Crane here, 11-time #1 best-selling author and the founder of Epic Author Publishing, coming to you live every day so you can plug in every day to build your ideal business so you can live your ideal life.
If my daddy can do it, then anybody can do it because he's a weirdo.
You're supposed to make me sound cool.
All right, so we're almost near the end of the month, so you might have almost missed it right now, but I still think it's important that we learn how to support our friends that are gay. Now, I'm not gay, but I sometimes act gay, and I know that that's not even the right way to talk about this, but I don't care what you call it. You can call it Gay Pride Month, you can call it Pride Month, you can call it LGBT Month, the Pride Parade, whatever you want. But Pride Month offers a bunch of events where a whole bunch of people get together in their community and they celebrate who they are. June is the month that we as straight people, or you as gay people, if you're straight, you get to reach out and connect. And I think it's a cool thing to just remember because it is a big part of our civil rights movement. I mean, I know I grew up in an environment where gayness and being gay was really like it was a scarlet letter type of a thing. It was something that scared me. I didn't really understand it. It was something that I grew up with. It was kind of like a joke and a teasy thing. And then when I started to get friends or start to interact in the real world and meet people that were gay, I had my gaydar on. I was really freaked out by it. Now, it's interesting just how things evolve. I was completely an ignorant ass and just didn't understand at all what was going on. And quite frankly, I still am pretty ignorant about a lot of different things that I don't understand. And I don't know what other people are experiencing from their perspective. I think it's hard for us to do that, just period. And so I've got a little 4-step thing that I think you'll like today that can help you connect with people that you might not understand. And whether or not you're talking to somebody who is LGBT or gay or, I didn't even know what these things meant. And I'm going to share with you a strategy of how I was able to connect with some of my best friends now. Some of the, we've got somebody that works with us that is gay, and I use this strategy because, not for anything like I'm trying to be tricky, I just wanted to know and understand and connect and educate myself instead of being an ignorant ass. Because that's how I started off with my whole concept of what it meant to be gay. I'm really grateful for the fact that we now live in a world where mostly people are just accepted for who the hell they are and not labeled by all of the bullshit. But I know that that's also bullshit, that a lot of people who are gay or experience other challenges with civil rights, that it's really important for us to become aware that just because I don't necessarily have stereotypes when it comes to race and creed and color and belief and your religion and what you choose sexually, like I don't give a shit about all that, and probably you don't either, but I think it is important for us to raise our awareness. So there's a few more days that you can take advantage of what I'm about to share with you, or you can just take this as a better way to connect and communicate with people that you want to get to know. You can also use this for your clients. Like I like to work with business owners and entrepreneurs, and I'm trying to help most of my clients clarify their message to figure out what their customers want that will get them to listen. So you can use this in that context as well. Okay, so number 1 is ask what's going on. So I did not know what LGBTQIA or LGBTQ. I didn't know what these things meant. Now I could have Googled it, and I probably did just a little bit, but I also reached out to someone on my team, and I said, hey, can we talk about this? Because I want to know what you feel and what you believe, and can you help educate me? And fortunately, this worked out really well. We got to connect at a deeper level, and I was just asking what's going on. I also asked her about how it felt growing up and when she realized that she was gay, and we just connected because I care about her. And I want to know what people are going through. My brother-in-law is gay, and I went to the coolest wedding ever, and it was the coolest. When I tease him about it, I said I went to the coolest gay, Jewish, Asian, French wedding I've ever been to, because my brother-in-law is Jewish, his husband is Asian, and the whole wedding happened in France. So it was really, really cool. And I have to say that some of my favorite people in the world are gay. Some of them, and I don't know. I don't really have a stereotype about it or not have it about it. I just love freaking people, and I love cool people. Just so happens that some of the cool people I know happen to be gay. All right, so number one, ask. And I think it's okay to be ignorant. Now, I definitely, absolutely, and positively offend people sometimes. There are some people that like Trevor Crane and some people that are not on the I like Trevor Crane bandwagon. So I think those are crazy people, but it doesn't really matter. Like, I think it's appropriate for you to do what you think is appropriate for you. But I like to just speak authentically with people and connect, and I don't mind being a little stupid sometimes, being ignorant, and asking questions to try to clarify and understand. I'm not coming from a place that is judgmental. I'm coming from a place to really try to connect and understand. And that's where I come from. So ask what's going on. Step number 2. I think that you should attend an event, especially this month or any month, it doesn't really matter, but attend some festivities with some of your gay friends and have the time of your life. Now, pride events are geared towards anybody who feels like their sexual identity falls outside of the mainstream. And that means that gay people can join in too, because it really, I know that wherever you're coming from, if you haven't been to a gay event, oh my God, it's some of the coolest things, some of the coolest times I've ever had. Like when I worked on cruise ships, some of my friends that I made on cruise ships, some of the coolest people ever that threw the best parties were the gay guys. And then when I was living in Naples, Florida, I had this group of lesbians. One gal came and started working with me, and then she introduced me to a lot of her friends. They became some of my best friends when I was in Naples. Like they were the coolest people. I always wanted to go with them to Key West for one of the gay festivals that they had, because everything was fun and a party, and they were just really, really cool. So what I have found is that if you go to a gay bar, or a buddy of mine took me once to a Dolly Parton concert, and I didn't even know my friend was gay, and I didn't even know the gay people had a tendency to like Dolly Parton. I just knew that I put on my yellow cowboy boots, which I thought were cool because I was going to go watch a country something or other, and then I put on a tan-ish yellow shirt with embroidery on it, and I just kept getting hit on by gay guys at the Dolly Parton concert. I had no idea until after the fact that my buddy was gay and that a lot of gay people like Dolly Parton. Like I said, guys, I am just a little clueless, and so wasn't paying any doggone attention. I went to Disney World. It just happened to accidentally end up at Disney World years ago with a buddy of mine, and he and I were there on like Gay Week at Disney World. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm probably calling it the wrong thing, but it was the most fun I'd ever had. Not only were we there for Disney World, I think we mostly went for the party. There's something called Pleasure Island. I think that's what it's called. It's a series of connected bars. We had the coolest time. So I think if you want to have a phenomenal time, go attend some kind of event, especially this month and last few days, to go attend the Pride Parade or whatever it ends up being. Okay. Number 3, listen without judgment. When I'm asking questions to potential clients, one of my secret powers is I don't judge them. I learned this years ago, and probably from Tony Robbins. It sounds familiar that I got it from him. But when you judge someone, you lose the ability to influence them. And I don't know about how it makes you feel when somebody judges you when you share something about your feelings or emotions or something that matters deeply to you. But if somebody judges you, you feel like a piece of shit. That's how I feel. I know that my wife will often feel that way when I make a comment about something where I'm not even coming from a place of trying to be judgmental. I'm just making a comment, and it might even be a comment about me, about myself, about my life, about something I have done. And sometimes the people you're communicating with can feel as though you are being judgmental, even if you're not talking about them or doing that. So you got to be very cautious. I really like to ask questions to my potential clients to try to find out what they want and what their core challenges are and how I can best serve them. I am much more interested in trying to make sure I can help them than I am in trying to persuade them. So again, like I said, this little strategy, there's a couple of steps I'm giving you here, can help you with just your connection to about friends and family members, or potentially you prospects and stuff. Okay, so listen without judgment. Align with them. Try to see the world from their perspective without thinking it is good, bad, indifferent, and don't be a jackass. Okay, step number 4 is, I think, love everybody. This is just unconditionally. I mean, I have a new son. He's close to 5 months old now. I think he's 5 months old on the 27th. So is that today? I don't know the date. But so he's 5 months old. And if you look at a child, you don't look a child in the eyes, a little baby. If you're in a line at the grocery store and you see a little kid, and he's over he or she is in a stroller or over his mom or dad's shoulder. If you ever travel on airplanes and stuff, like kids will just look around and they're looking at the world and they just smile. They're so innocent. And oftentimes I have looked into some child's eyes and they will smile at me and I will smile at them. And next thing I know, we're making funny faces back and forth. And you don't look into the eye of a little child and start to think, what a greedy little bastard this is. You know, what a lion, sheep, and sack of shit this person is. You know, we don't look into a little kid and see that, but oftentimes we will look at the people around us and we have judgments based on how big they are, how small they are, how stupid they are, whether or not they got a college degree, what kind of car they're driving, what kind of clothes they're wearing. And I think we're getting a lot more accepting as a culture, and I feel like that is like a movement that is happening. But I think that it is easy for us to get caught up in stereotypes and take things too personally and then feel offended. And so I think that what's really powerful about our lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, whatever it is, for the LGBT Pride Month, is that we try to reach out and just connect and love unconditionally. I gave a story about how I felt my dad growing up always loved me unconditionally. I think the first lesson I ever had in unconditional love that I actually accepted and really felt it as an adult was from a dog that I had. I talk about wanting a way to get unconditional love, get an animal love. I think dogs are one of the most amazing unconditional loving animals you can possibly find. But a buddy of mine used to come up with the strategy of just remembering to be the dog. You know, be the dog when your wife comes home, when your husband comes home. Be the dog. What does the dog do? The dog runs to the door to greet you. The dog licks you. The dog doesn't care what you look like. The dog doesn't care what's going on. The dog will get up out of a nap, if you have a dog that's not too damn lazy, and then just greet you like you have like it's the first time they've ever seen you. Remember to wag your tail. I think we can learn a lot from dogs and how we treat others. So that's all I have for you today for Gay Pride Month. A little late, probably should have gotten to you this a little earlier in the month, but better late than never. I want you to make today magnificent, and my challenge for you today is to just try to practice any one of these. I've given you 4 strategies. How to ask what's going on in someone's life. I hang out with them and attend what they have. Oftentimes I've found my gay friends have the best, take me to the best environments, we have the best time. Listen without judgment, and love everybody. AALL 1, 2, 3, 4 today. And make your life magnificent. That's your challenge for today. I'll come up with a cool daily quote in the for the download on this and for the PDF that we come up with, because we transcribe everything and put it on our blog. And by the way, if you haven't left a review for our podcast, please do so. I've got one of my new marketing guys on our team that says it's really important that I start to ask for reviews. So please go to iTunes and leave a great review if you don't mind. And then if you do, I will send you a free book. And I've got more. I think one of my best books is called High Paying Clients. I'll send you an ebook version of that instantly. All you have to do is shoot me an email. Just reach out to me personally, support@trevorcrane.com. Capture a quick screenshot of your review if you would, and I'll send you an ebook of that book. I've also got a link to get the free paperback if you'd like it. But just shoot me an email, and in the subject line, just put, I sent you a review, so that I make sure that I get that. But support@trevorcrane.com. Please review the podcast. That's all I got for you today. Make today magnificent, and I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow.
To get even more awesomeness, which means all my best stuff, download my app by texting Trevor to 36260. It will show up right on your cell phone. Just text message the word Trevor to 36260. Talk to you soon.